Bible Times, or Yemei HaTanakh, in the days of the Bible in Hebrew, exists here in the beautiful village of Kerem, right outside of Jerusalem, in ancient days as a way for people to live and to minister to the people in the heart of Jerusalem. Many priestly families lived here. In fact, Kerem is the birthplace traditionally for John the Baptist, which makes it a very special village for Christian pilgrims arriving in Jerusalem. We felt that this would be a perfect spot for foreigners coming to visit the land, as well as Israelis, to come and experience the scriptures come alive, the Hebrew scriptures, the Psalms especially, and of course the New Testament for the Christian. The purpose and the vision for starting this little village here in the bigger village of Kerem was for foreigners as well as Israelis to have a deeper understanding of the scriptures that God gave to us. The language has changed in 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 years. The customs have changed, and yet what God meant to say to us is expressed in the original form. So how much better would it be to be able to explore the scriptures, both Jews and Christians, and sometimes together, in order to visually capture those things that God meant to say to us, so that we might be able to feel a greater measure of understanding, and therefore maybe be more inspired to dig a little deeper in our Bible studies. When a pilgrim comes, and this is a pilgrim whether they're a Jewish pilgrim, like the Birthright groups, young people from America, or the Christians, I would expect that they're going to see, as they enter, a working small farm, as it might have been in the days, specifically like Zechariah the priest, his wife Elizabeth, who lived here in this village, had experienced the birth of John the Baptist here, and ministered here. When people come in, I, as Hannah, will invite you into my home, and we will look at the garden, and we will see the 7 species that God has given us. We will then see different models from the different times of the Bible, going all the way back to Abraham, a tent where the messengers may have met with Abraham, where Sarah might have heard that she was going to be the mother of Isaac. You might see a beautiful olive tree, and in that you would be able to understand more about the Psalms, when David said, "I would be like a green olive tree, living in the court of God." And what does that really mean? There's such a deeper message there for us to experience. What would the life of the shepherd be like? What would it be for the sheep? How would they be cared for by their shepherd? Or if you would go to our beautiful little waterfall, you could experience what living water is all about. Living water is such a wonderful expression of grace throughout the entire Bible. And we can see in the New Testament how Jesus said, "Out of my innermost beings shall flow rivers of living water." So again, what is the deeper message there for us? How can we be not only inspired, but maybe restored toward the roots of our faith? Of course, after people come and visit our heritage garden, we have the opportunity to then go to the upper room, which has been prepared just for them. We will experience the ancient Passover feast, the entire story of the Passover as recounted maybe at the Last Supper, where the story was actually told and not just read. We would then experience a transition into what would it have been like at the Last Supper, when all the disciples came up to really celebrate the festival of their freedom, the festival for freedom and the Passover, and not understanding that the blood of the Lamb was indeed the blood of Jesus. So this is an incredible way to bring ancient history and modern traditions together, and to make, for the church, things so much more alive. But even for the Jews, many of them don't understand their ancient customs, and so they find it incredibly inspiring to relive this as they might have done before the fall of the Second Temple. We invite you to come to visit us here in Kerem, Jerusalem, to visit our heritage garden, to experience the days of the Bible at Bible Times. We hope we will see you soon and be able to have a lovely dinner with you, where we might experience the reconciliation of the Lord anew in the land of the Bible. Goodbye and shalom from Jerusalem.